everyone, and welcome back to Voxel Tales. My name is Dan, and this is episode 11 of our modded Minecraft journey. Autumn is upon us, the weather is getting cooler, and just look at that sun rising over the river. Not gonna lie, I will not be missing the summer heat. Hard to believe that I've been living in this shed for 2 months, and for the most part all it's ever had in it is a bed. And it's not even a very good bed. In fact, you know what? I'm not having it. I'm gonna have a proper bed. I mean, I could at least change it from basic white. Hang about, what are these? Fancy beds. What do we need to make these? Wool, some kind of board, sheets and a cushion. Okay, how do we make the boards? Stone cutter. Whoa, storming outside. And he's only gone and left the door open. Everybody okay up here? You can both come downstairs if you want. Callie's downstairs already, aren't you, girl? Right, how's our wood situation? 6 dark oak planks, and other than that, pretty dire. Anyway, boards in here, and... hang about, where are they? Oh, that's a create saw. Okay, no problem. Easy enough. So I spent the next few minutes making a create mechanical saw and connecting it up to my little hand crank contraption in the corner. Only to find out that it added too much stress to the system and would need to be cranked independently. Bum clouds. Well, that's not what I asked for. Maybe I need to set a filter, but I don't have any of the thing to set the filter with. So I checked the bed recipe again and found there was an option for more info. Obtained by throwing planks onto stone cutter. Wait, what? What? I swear that's not what it said. Also, what the hell is corrosion? Oi! Told you this place was haunted. Flippin' recipe thing just straight up lying to me. What else do I need? Right, sheets are just wool, and cushions are just wool and feathers. Oh, I don't have a chicken farm. And I've only got 1 feather. Guess we'll kill that bird when we come to it. The sheet recipe was the same as one for a sleeping bag, but luckily I have a mod called Polymorph that lets me cycle through to the thing I actually want. Sorry about this, ducks. It's nothing personal. Okay, cushions sorted. And bosh, fancy dark oak bed for Dan. Can I dye it? No. So what if I dye everything first? Crap. Maybe the mattress has to be white? No? Well, that sucks. Well, at least I've got a nicer looking white bed. Oh, that is fancy. I like that. One of these days I'm going to learn to check the more info thing. Now that I like. You know what? Yeah, you know what's coming. Nice. You know what this place needs? Shelves. Just slabs and sticks for 3. Shame we're totally out of wood. We could just grow some more, but I have a better solution in mind, and rather than make you watch me get stuff ready, I'll be back when I have everything. Alright, that should be everything we're gonna need. Let's go do the fun bit. Yes, I had to grow some more trees anyway, but the important thing is that you didn't have to watch me do it. So you've probably guessed by now that we're making a tree farm, and component number 1 is going right here. This mechanical bearing is going to rotate our saw arms around so that they can do their job. Next we'll build the saw arms themselves. Then attach the saws. Hang on, that's not long enough. There we go. Next we realise we're done, and actually put half the saws on the side that they're supposed to go on. Right, I need to make sure it's spinning the right way, and for that I need to get power over here. So we'll dig down into the cave underneath, and the plan is to connect to the windmill's power via the shaft that we ran for the basement elevator. So I'm going to break the shaft just here and substitute in a vertical gearbox, which will immediately restore power to the shed lift and give us a spot that we can branch off from. Next we run a shaft all the way over to the bearing. Well, that's a shame. 1 block over and we'd only need 1 more gearbox. No biggie, instead I just need 1 vertical and 1 horizontal. And there we go, power on. Let's go check it out. Okay, good news, it's spinning the right way. So now we can shut it down and start gluing it all together. Okay, so if I turn this on... Oh, crikey, that's fast. But hey, she spins well. But now I have to turn it off. So if I can just... Hup, 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 hey, I'm on. Oh, well that's not going to work. Maybe if I get closer to the middle. 1, 2, 3, go. Haha, I'm on. Now I just got to get into a position where I can... Oh! Well, that didn't work. Maybe I'll just turn it off from underneath. Sometimes my genius amazes even me. Right, the next phase of the build involves adding deployer arms that will replant trees as the machine goes around. Bugger, I'm out of casings, but I brought supplies. Alright. So now we add deployers, making sure they're all facing the right way. Really? Okay, we glue all this together. We also need a way to unload it without turning it off or losing a limb, so we're going to use a portable storage interface, which are just andesite casings and chutes. I've got chutes in the storage room, so BRB. That's weird. Why is the elevator downstairs? Hello? Somebody down there? Did one of you two press the button? Very strange. Anyway, I'll make these. Before I could install the interface, it got dark, and the following morning I decided that I wanted the unloader to be 90 degrees from where it would be currently, so went underground and manipulated the machine into position. Back above ground, I connected one interface to the machine. Remembered that it would need a place to store items and also something to deposit items into, so made some chests. Attached and glued one double chest to the machine. Oh, better glue the interface on too. Then put the other double chest at the drop-off point. Installed a chute to deposit items into the chest, and the second interface above it. Right, now we need to tell the deployers what to plant, so let me grab some saplings. I ended up going with oak, spruce, birch, and perhaps foolishly, the one cherry sapling I had. I assigned each deployer a sapling, giving its mirror opposite the same on each arm, except the cherry sapling because I only had the one. Then deposited the saplings into the storage chest, and all that remained was to go down and turn it on. Well, it's definitely done something. Ha ha ha, it works! See, it's planted all the saplings, and every couple of spins it connects to the interface to drop off anything it's harvested. Now we just have to wait for something to grow. Wait for something to grow. Farming, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe it's going too fast and so nothing has a chance to grow. I looked into making a rotational speed controller, but it needed something called a precision mechanism that in itself required a 3-phase building process to make. So that was going to have to wait until I had a better manufacturing setup, but all in good time. Just as I was going to give up and leave the machine to its own devices. Oh, it did the thing! It grew! And it works! Oh, another one! VT Logging Co. is officially in business. Not gonna lie, I probably spent more time than I should have standing around watching the machine cut down trees. Of course, anyone who's known me for any length of time will tell you that I am incapable of leaving well enough alone. The voices in my head tell me I should stop the machine, bone meal the cherry sapling, and let the machine harvest it so it could plant more. So I turned off the machine, and something went amiss immediately. The machine left a single cut log on the ground, shed all of its stored saplings all over the place, and the cherry sapling that I paid good emeralds for was nowhere to be found. Great job, Dan. 11 out of 10. Things only got worse when I turned it back on. Now it seemed to be depositing logs on the ground and cutting them down. In the end, I just opted to shut it down and reset everything. Replacing the cherry filter with walnut, and so far everything's been working properly again. Now we were back in business, I went back to making shelves for the shed. What do you think, Gwen? Ah, you're totally right. 3's not enough at all. And that's too many. Oh, for crying out loud! Yeah, 4 is good for there. And we'll put the other 2 there. You know what these shelves would be perfect for? All these books I keep finding and not reading. Okay, the one on the right doesn't quite work, but we can fix that. Right, let's put up some bookshelves. I guess here is the only place that they could go. Of course, those aren't the only shelving options. I can make these big ones too. They can go here and give us a cool double layer effect. And we'll make them into a big wraparound desk. Ooh, look at that! This is going to be so cool! In fact, we'll just pop that book that doesn't work on the other shelf there. Perfect. I suppose now we have a desk, we need a chair. Oh wow, that's a lot of chairs. Kind of like this one. What do I need for these? Oh, hang on, what's this? Gaming chair. Just like a real gamer! For that I need a prototype of furniture for the stonecutter, and it'll give me 4 chairs. For a furniture prototype I need a bismuth crystal, and for 8 of those I just need wheat seeds surrounded by iron nuggets. That sounds like a mega bargain! And this... and that... and one of these... I'm not gonna lie, this almost feels like cheating. What else can I get? What? There is so much stuff! Wait, so what do I need for those other chairs? Cushion armchair template, and we get that from the painter, which is seeds surrounded by cobblestone. Are you kidding me right now? And of course I don't have any seeds. Good job, luggage. You know, this place needs an upstairs crafting table. Ooh, busy day today. Alrighty, let's get those chairs made. And there we go. Wait, what if a guest comes over?
Who would come over? Nobody likes you.
Did you guys hear something? Oh yes, this will do nicely. The other one can go just there, so this is kind of like a little reading nook. And the gamer chair will go in front of the desk. Nice. Should probably go check on the wood farm. Well, it's definitely working. Although it seems to be missing those 2 trees in the middle. I'll have to figure that out eventually. Maybe it can't cut at such a tight angle. I'll figure it out. Right now, though, I'm going to fix something important. There, that's only been broken since episode 1.
Useless.
This place also needs some lights inside. So what do you got for me, little anime doll? Well, that desk lamp will work great on my desk. This mod has got so many cool little items in it. Lovely! This place is really starting to feel like home. And these go great with the ceiling pattern. What do you think, Gwen? Is it good? Yes. I decided the upstairs needed a little kitchenette area and found this neat oven from the Cooking for Blockheads mod. It also didn't take a lot of resources to make, just a furnace, some glass and a few iron ingots. Oh, this looks like it could get pretty involved on the cooking front. Not expecting to find one, I was amazed that the Cooking for Blockheads mod also came with a simple-to-make fridge. So naturally I built two so I could have one of those big American-style ones. The handcrafted mod offered us some easy-to-make counter space. Looks good, right, Gwen? And seriously pushing my luck, I discovered a microwave in the Yuushya mod. I doubt it does anything, but it's super cool nonetheless. Quickly becoming my favourite, the Yuushya mod also provided us with a round rug for the floor. Amazing. I love it. Well, I think we can call this place done for now, right, Gwen? Do you want to come with me to check on the wood farm? Ah, Gwen! Oh! Are you okay? That machine is not Gwen safe at all, is it? Come on, let's get you home. What were you thinking, you daft bugger? Here, get some steak down your neck and lay there on the rug for a bit. Honestly, what am I going to do with you, eh? After another check of the Canine death machine, I wandered over to the cemetery, remembering that I still needed to finish clearing it up. I wasn't entirely surprised that another band of pillagers was wandering around nearby, but I was in no mood for fighting, and as they weren't causing trouble I just left them be, opting instead to make a bunch of fencing and make the death farm safer, at least until I figure how best to deal with it. There, is that safe now? Oh, Jesus, no. No, it is not. Screw it. When in doubt, make it a box. That should be fine now. Feeling guilty for putting all that work into my own house, I decided I should at least go and get some work done in the cemetery before I call it an episode. So I smelted up some stone, gathered up some supplies, and headed over there. Once there, I made an assortment of stone blocks with the intention of doing some repairs to the walls. I'm not planning on remodeling everything, I just want to clean the place up. I somehow ran out of stone bricks and had to go back to the house for more stone. So being as though the wood farm was safer now, I let Gwen come with me to stretch her legs. As I reassembled the wall, I saw this stair block left a nice natural inlay, and decided to continue it the whole way round for a bit of interest and variation. After running out of food and going home for more, I started to tackle some of the mossy and dead patches of grass, putting down fresh dirt for the grass to grow into, while also continuing to replace damaged pieces of wool. Eventually, I decided to tackle this path. Dead brain coral. Once upon a time, somebody said, "Oh, I need to build a path, but whatever should I make it out of? Oh, I know, dead flipping brain coral, because this makes perfect sense, and everybody celebrated what an amazing idea it was." I dug out the not a path and started to replace it with something that was actually a path. Then came the issue of what to do with the literal remains that were laying around. They needed to be reburied, but I had no idea what grave they came from. I gathered up what I could, determined to figure something out, and kept cleaning. As I was preparing to replace this grave marker, I discovered it had soul soil underneath that needed to be removed for safety. That's weird, this coffin isn't sealed. Gripped by a morbid curiosity, I opened the lid to discover not only was there no body inside, but it was full of jewels and even old food. Why would this stuff be buried here?
Talking to yourself, lad. That's never a good sign.
Oh, I swear you're trying to kill me. I'm gonna have to put a bell on you or something.
I shouldn't be so easily startled. A sign of a guilty conscience, that knows.
Yeah, well, all I'm guilty of right now is finding a lot of random stuff buried where it shouldn't be. Anyways, good to see you, York. I'd not seen you since before the pillagers kidnapped everybody, and I was getting a bit worried.
Ha! It'd take more than that lot to get hold of me. So, this is where they hid some of it, eh?
Some of what?
The loot! Not long after I retired, some of the villagers that worked up at Castle decided to rob Mallory. Not that that bastard didn't deserve it.
He wasn't nice then?
Nice, he treated everybody like rubbish. Took all best food, barely let villagers keep enough to keep going. Any road, one day a few on 'em had had enough. Took a load of stuff.
And they got away with it?
Aye, well, long enough to hide loot. Makes sense that I'd it here. Nobody really come near after I retired. Not this end, any road. Fresher graves are over that way.
But they ended up getting caught.
Caught? No, lad. Mallory had so much he'd probably have never missed half on it. Some bugger in village grassed 'em up.
No.
Oh aye, Mallory's men came in night and dragged 'em away. Nobody ever saw 'em again.
Well, that sucks.
Aye, but let it be a lesson to thee. You never know who you can really trust. Any road, I'm going. And you'd better start checking the rest of these graves.
What? Why?
Have you got cloth ears? I said it was summit stuff that they took. Rest on it might be round here and all. Or not.
I suppose there's only one way to find out. Brilliant. Well guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to go grave robbing, I suppose. But as always, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for sticking with me. If you enjoyed the show, consider subscribing or leaving us a cheeky like or a comment below. I've been Dan, this has been Voxel Tales, and until next time, be good. And if you can't be good, don't get caught. Bye guys.